2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome everyone to the greatest show on grass. We're at TPC Scottsdale for the opening round of the WM Phoenix Open. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Alongside me in the booth is Rich Beam. It's great to have your company on 2K Sports, but following all the action out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Let's get out to the action. And Beamer, before we get out into all the action, just a few words on TPC Scottsdale.
Chaos, mayhem. It is the greatest show on grass. It's just, I mean, basically the town of Scottsdale is having a party for 125,000 of their closest friends and invited, 75 golfers to show up and be a part of it. I mean, how better can you describe TPC Scottsdale than that? It's more about what's going on outside the ropes than what's going on inside the ropes most days. And I got to say, I love playing here. I think it's a blast. But boy, oh boy, these folks, they come to show you exactly how much fun they're having outside the ropes.
And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. From about 100 yards.
Has got this thing.
Oh, how good is that? Buries it for birdie as well.
Oh, what a hole out. I'd love to say I'm surprised, but I'm not. This is just what they do.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Okay, my money is on a right-to-lefter.
What a putt that was. And that will take him now to 1 under for the event.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Well, Rich, always love standing on the tee here at 3. You feel like you can get after this golf hole.
Yeah, you're going to stand on this tee box, and it's just full systems go. If you miss the bunker on the left or the rough on the right, it's just going to hit in the middle of that fairway and just roll, baby, roll. Second shot would be pretty simple.
This shot here from about 240 yards. It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This for a birdie run.
Currently a couple under for the round. Well, hopefully coming off the back of a birdie, Rich, we find ourselves on the first short hole of the day, the 4th.
Yeah, tough little par 3, though. That green sits up above the teeing area just a little bit, and the green chases away from the players as well. It's really tough to get it super close. Finding the green, not a problem.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Well done. Take the birdie.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. Here we are on the par 4 5th hole, Rich, and the tee shot. What do you fancy?
It is sneaky, difficult. Just a straightaway hole with that bunker on the right. That is menacing. And even funnier, I've seen a lot of shots miss even further right. And Oscar Bravo
standing over his second shot. Just 3 back from the leader. I'm not sure if that was luck or skill. Just barely cleared the sand. Has managed to keep it on the green as well. Let's take a look at Roseng, shall we? 5 shots off the lead. That one just slides by. And back to the play, shall we? A chance to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Well, it looks like this one's going left to right.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. The tee shot here at 6, Rich, just sort of sits against the player's eye, doesn't it?
There's 5 bunkers out there, Luke, that are perfectly placed, especially the 3 down the left-hand side. That's where the player's eyes are drawn to. Only the biggest hitters, though, can fly them all.
Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. He finds himself in a share of third place.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
There's few par threes tougher than this 7th hole at TPC Scottsdale.
I don't think there is one. I mean, you got deep bunker right and to the left-hand side to a green that just seems to repel golf balls time and time again. This is just, it's such a tough shot.
This is a lengthy putt here. Good speed. Oh, my. And let's have another look at that one.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Let's head to the 8th hole and the tee shot on this par 4, Rich.
And again, you got a couple of bunkers down the left-hand side that your eyes are drawn to, even though your eyes need to be drawn out to the right at that tree. Tons of space out to the right. Those bunkers, those are no good.
This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
I'm down here, I've done the read, and this is a left-to-righter.
And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. Okay, to the closing hole on the front 9, Rich, and the tee shot requires some accuracy once again.
It does, but it's actually a little bit more generous for the shorter players. For the longer players, it actually narrows up right there because they can't quite carry that fairway bunker down the right-hand side, so they might run out a little bit too far to the left.
This putt coming up is for birdie. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. Okay, Rich, we've made the turn here at TPC Scottsdale, and at 10, you feel like you want to get after it.
Luke, you can take 3-wood out to the left and play it safe, or you can take driver out and try and clear all those bunkers out to the right and just have a kick-in second shot.
Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. And that's a way to fight back from a tough break. Well holed.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Nice up and down there out of the bunker for the birdie. Way to go.
The 11th doesn't just stop with the tee shot. The second is just as hard, isn't it?
Luke, there is no shame in bailing out to the right with your second shot here at 11.
Going with the pitching wedge here. This is a ball striking clinic. Yet another green in reg here.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Here we are at the par 3 12th hole. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. And the player's left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. Okay, let's get back to the action. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
Yeah, nicely holed. Now, 5 shots up after that hole. The tee shot here at 13 doesn't look as comfortable as you'd want from par 5.
It's not, but still, it's a par 5. If you find the fairway any place, you're going forward into.
He is taking this on.
Yeah, a quality shot, that. An eagle putt awaits. So close. That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. All right, Rich, I feel like I can breathe easier here on the turn 14.
Well, I don't know about you breathing easy, but I think most players can, because that bunker down the left-hand side does not come into play. Fairly generous driving area, especially out to the right-hand side. Grip it and rip it, as John Daly says.
And he's safely on the green with that shot. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is a big old left-to-righter.
Oh, that one started on a pretty handy line. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Rich, as we stand on the 15th tee here, there's a whole lot of ways to lose your ball.
To the left, you mean, Luke? Yeah, unless you're playing with those floating golf balls, you got to hedge your bets, aim down the right-hand side of the fairway, and do anything to find it. You find the fairway, it's go time.
Now he's got his eyes set on the putting surface. An aggressive play here. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
That's a great putt, and an eagle as well. He's currently sitting in first place on the tee here at 16, and there are few holes in golf cooler than this one.
This is unique. It is unique and has been for many years. It's completely surrounded. You got 16,000 of your closest friends ready to just give it to you if you miss the green or hit a bad shot, or conversely, hit it close, make the birdie. I can promise you every player playing this is nervous at all times playing this hole.
And back to the course with the live action. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. All right, here we are at 17. What a wonderful short par 4.
It is. It gives you all the excitement, I think, of any other hole out on the golf course. But you can make an eagle pretty quick, or you can make a 5 or a 6 or a 7 even. This has seen it all throughout the years. The one place you can't miss it is left in the water off the tee. Bail out to the right and lean on your short game.
This would be a great up and down. He's hoping this one breaks all the way back to the cup. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. All right, Rich, we've made it onto the tee here at 18, the final hole, but there's still plenty of work ahead.
Yeah, unless you're flying it somewhere in the neighborhood about 310, you're not going to clear the water, so you got to bail out to the right and avoid those deep bunkers. But even if you can clear the water, you got those church pew bunkers down the left-hand side. They're going to see a lot of action, and those are nasty. This is a really, really good driving hole.
His round has come to a close. That is an impressive birdie. Oh, what a performance, Rich. Absolutely dominating performance.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. Good day, folks. It's time to get ready for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Strap yourselves in, everyone. It is the loudest show in golf. We're at TPC Scottsdale for the second round of the WM Phoenix Open. Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beem. It's always delightful to have you with us. As this player starts their round in the lead, what should be their focus for today?
Well, they've got the lead, and there is a significant chasing pack, so they can't get too wrapped up in what's going on behind them. They've got to kind of keep their nose out front. They got to keep pushing along and play the golf course. Don't think about who's chasing you down. Just think about playing the golf course. But if you do find themselves falling back a little bit, then they need to go ahead and start making a little bit different push, maybe come up with a different game plan. But right now, out in front, they just kind of have to play the golf course right now and keep that in their sights.
This is his second shot. How close was that to going in? Nice birdie, well played. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. On to the par 5 third.
Oh, tee it high and let it fly, my friend. You know, you got to take a chance on bombing it out there. Even if you hit in the fairway bunker, even to the right in the rough, or even further right into that washout area, it'll just be a layup and a short third shot. You find the center of the fairway, that thing can scamper out there, and you got a short second shot in. This is a definite risk versus reward par 5.
Would it be nice to make this putt? This is for eagle. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
It's a long one, 44 feet.
Ooh. A 7-footer right here.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Gee, talking about bursting out of the gates.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Let's go to the 4th. It's a par 3.
Yeah, distance control is super important here. You got bunkers left and right and short as well. You got to hit it the right distance as this green chases away from you just a little bit to make that shot even tougher. This one is chewing fiber.
Yep, that shot's safely on the green. This putt is 16 feet to the hole. And so close to the birdie. What a shame. Didn't have to sweat that par putt. Well, that's a phenomenal performance. The lead is now out to 10 shots. Incredible. Quality shot, that one. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
Couldn't have drawn it up any better. This one's for birdie. And now that finds him in first place. The 6th is a par 4.
Bite.
The ball is on its best behavior, avoiding the first cut.
Good sounding strike, that one.
Rose seems to have been pretty confident so far, perhaps even a bit smug. But after what this player has produced, she's looking a little nervous now.
Hole 7, and it's a par 3. Going with the hybrid. That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted. And he's down there. You got to read?
I've had to read this a couple times because there's a subtle last-minute break at the end. It's going to go left.
Sitting at an incredible 21 under for the event. Here we are, hole 8. It's a par 4.
Yeah, dogleg from right to left. Again, your eyes are drawn towards those bunkers down the left, but they should be at that tree in the center of the fairway.
Oh, that was pummeled into submission.
Well, this is a touch of deja vu, isn't it? Taking this approach on from the same spot. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This is for birdie.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Unless they have a perfect number to carry that bunker, I think you see a lot of players just lay back with a 3-wood, widen that fairway out. You're still going to have just a short iron for your second.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up from about 130 yards out.
Well, this one's right at the pin. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Well, I'm interested in my buddy Beamer's thoughts at this duel after 9 holes.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Time to step into the bunker now.
It's going to be challenging to replicate the birdie from yesterday.
This one is right down the pipe. This putt is about 16 feet.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Just need to pull the putter back a little bit further, I think. And that should secure the par on this one. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Pegging it up on the 11th hole here.
You better have a clear understanding of what shot you're going to hit here. You can't be indecisive on this tee shot or it will end up left.
Well, that one is looking like it's going straight down the pipe.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
8 feet to the cup. Oh, so close, but an easy par. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. And after that, sitting now 23 under for the tournament. They've arrived at the 12th, a par 3. Going with the 8-iron here. This is some ball striking. Hitting greens in regulation. It's a thing of beauty.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
An opportunity to make a par here. Still in the lead now after that hole. The par 5, 13th hole.
It's a tee shot, Luke, that you're not afraid of, but still there's danger both left and right if you're not careful. But listen, these guys love this tee shot, and when you love a tee shot, you usually perform.
All right, bold. I like this play.
Good play there, Rich. I like it a lot.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have. Just a 4-footer remaining. And that's 8 birdies today. Currently in first position. That was absolutely murdered. His second shot here. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Well, that's beautifully judged.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
This is such a narrow fairway. The left third of this fairway runs straight towards the water on the left-hand side. It's just no fun. You know that you have a sliver of landing area down the right-hand side to find it, so you can knock it on in 2.
This one is from at least 30 feet out. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You gotta love a downhill left-righter.
It's pretty handy here. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Job done. Let's head to the next. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. This hole is a par 3.
Something about 20,000 people getting ready to give it to you one way or the other kind of gets your attention pretty quick, my friend. There's not much to it other than the fact that you know what the stakes are, whether you're going to get cheered or beered.
Going with the 7. Second shot here on the 16th. How close was that to going down? In she goes. Let's head to the next. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Oh, don't you love the long ball, Rich? Driving a par 4. Is there few things more thrilling in the game?
Oh, what a play. You know that. I love it when players are aggressive. Way to go. What a shot.
Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup.
Starting this one way out to the right. And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. He'll like the look at where he's standing on this leaderboard. And as we stand on the last tee, it's a par 4. This shot is about 140 yards out. Going with the pitching wedge here. 14 feet to the cup. Nice line. And another round safely in the books. Yeah, that's another really impressive performance, building upon the advantage, and it looks like taking a big lead going into the final 2 days.
What an amazing performance. Everything that this player has done has been absolutely spot on, flawless, if you like. Massive lead through 2 rounds, but lots of golf yet to be played.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're back at Scottsdale and the famed Stadium Hole for the third round of the WM Phoenix Open. Hello everyone, Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's terrific to have your company on 2K Sports. Rich, this player's been doing really nicely, building that solid advantage over the field. But today's just as important as the first few, isn't it?
Of course it is. And the way they're playing, however, though, I don't see them going anywhere but up. I just find what they're doing out there to be fairly flawless. Now, is it possible they stumble? Of course it is. But I'm having a hard time understanding how that could happen.
Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
Wow, that was just striped. Second shot on the second. Chosen the pitching wedge here. An opportunity for a birdie here. And he's done it. He's held it, and that means he extends his lead.
Trying to make a statement early and often.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting this one up from around 215 yards.
So exciting to have an eagle putt here. And he's down there. You got a read?
This one looks like it breaks hard left to right.
It's just about 3 feet away. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, it looks like the hole is cut just behind that right bunker on this fourth hole, Rich. That's the back right portion of the green. You like that?
Well, if you're going to make two, then you're going to have to work this one left to right and spin it down that slope, going right at this flag and trying to get it to stop the green. It's just not going to happen.
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 28 feet from the cup.
Started that way outside the line. Putting for a par here. And down it goes. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. That was wonderfully done. And he's down there.
Sitting up here from about 160 yards.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
The perfect wind swing. Nice and easy.
12 feet to the cup coming up.
Surely it's going to.
He's currently in first place. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's looking at maybe a little over 130 to the pin.
Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Putting for birdie. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
As we move to the 7th, it's a par 3. Opting for the 5-iron. Okay, that'll work. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one's going to gently meander from the left.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. Holding steady in first place after that one. We've arrived now on the 8th hole, the par 4.
And again, you got a couple of bunkers down the left-hand side that your eyes are drawn to, even though your eyes need to be drawn out to the right at that tree. Tons of space out to the right. Those bunkers, those are no good.
Lining up from around 160 yards. Yeah, nicely played. 15 feet to the cup.
Little birdie look in here.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. This hole is a par 4.
Unless they have a perfect number to carry that bunker, I think you see a lot of players just lay back with a 3-wood, widen that fairway out. You're still going to have just a short iron for your second.
From about 130 yards here. And here we are with the third shot. Very crafty, that shot. And well holed. Let's move on. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. On the tee of the par 4 10th hole.
Dogleg pretty good from left to right, Luke, but you got to pick a club that'll find that short grass because this is a birdie hole from the fairway. Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
You better have a clear understanding of what shot you're going to hit here. You can't be indecisive on this tee shot or it will end up left.
Time for the second shot at the 11th. Oh, how good was that?
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. This one's a par 3.
Great shot. Great shot indeed.
It's just about 3 feet away. He sits in first position. Hole number 13 is a par 5.
It's a tee shot, Luke, that you're not afraid of, but still there's danger both left and right if you're not careful. But listen, these guys love this tee shot, and when you love a tee shot, you usually perform.
Playing this shot from about 210 yards out. Putting for an eagle. And he's down there. You got a read?
This putt goes downhill and breaks to the right.
That's disappointing. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. And that'll ensure he remains in first place. Let's see what happens here at the 14th. Well, that's a handy shot. And he's safely on the green. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole. Get excited. This could go in. He's currently sitting in first place. Hole number 15 is a par 5.
This is such a narrow fairway. The left third of this fairway runs straight towards the water on the left-hand side. It's just no fun. You know that you have a sliver of landing area down the right-hand side to find it, so you can knock it on in 2.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Oh, that was tidy. That should ensure the up and down. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And he's holding steady in first place after that one. There's always a sense of excitement striding onto the tee of a par 3 hole.
Something about 20,000 people getting ready to give it to you one way or the other kind of gets your attention pretty quick, my friend. There's not much to it other than the fact that you know what the stakes are, whether you're going to get cheered or beered.
Well, that's wonderfully played out of the sand. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. Well, who doesn't love a short par 4? Is it time to be aggressive or lay back?
If you're going to take out a driver, be mindful the fairway does canter from right to left, so the golf ball could kick in that water hazard. Bailing out to the right, there's no shame in that. You always have an opportunity to get it up and down for the birdie.
John, have you got a read on this one?
Pretty sure it's going to take quite a dive to the right here.
Looks pretty good.
And he's made it. What a putt. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Welcome to the par 4 18th. Well, there's no doubt this player is standing on the tee sky high after making the eagle at the last. Wow, what a shot. Going with the pitching wedge here. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet. And a lovely way to finish his day, closing the round with a birdie. Well, I don't know about you, Rich, but I've been in absolute awe of this player's performance. Has built a huge advantage going to the final round.
Yes, you always want to be in first place going into the final round. In saying that, it can be uncomfortable as well. We'll have to see how this player tomorrow handles the pressure.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks. K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back to Scottsdale, Arizona. It's time to bring you all the final round action of the WM Phoenix Open. Luke Elvey here. Welcome back. We're delighted you've joined us. And Rich, as this final round gets underway, our featured player is at the top of the field.
Yes, he's got the lead and needs to keep things steady heading into this final round. Should be a great day of golf ahead of us, Luke.
Putting for birdie here. And now that finds him in first place. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4.
It's a blind landing area out there, Luke. You can't quite see where your golf ball lands. You know there's some bunkers on the right-hand side. You just don't know how far out they do come. A little more room to the left than you can't see, but it's a difficult tee shot all in all.
Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
Now, that looked pretty good the whole way. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
It's just going to cruise up to the left-hand side.
Ooh. This is a par putt. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot.